climate change on the basis of altered heat budget of earth and atmosphere. आप लोग क्या करना है, when you're writing notes in the discussions, first write down this answer is not about what. This answer is not about write a short note on heat budget. This is a common problem people will do. वो familiar word देखते ही चालू हो जाएंगे उसमें. Don't write about heat budget. Tell us, how can you explain climate change on the basis of the altered heat budget? तो heat budget में क्या है? Incoming radiations हैं, outgoing energy है, यही है. The incoming radiations, what are the components? Albedo component है, transmission component है, absorption component है. Okay, what are the components? Atmosphere component है. So how does the insolation component change? And outgoing में radiation है, latent heat है, convection conduction wala sensible heat hai. Okay, so essentially you must write about the heat budget has the incoming component, it has the outgoing component, there is influx and there is outflux. So climate change is because the influx is increasing, the albedo is decreasing. Okay, absorption at the surface is increasing. Okay, and outflux mein, the outflux is decreasing, the absorption by the atmosphere is increasing. Okay, the consequence of this is energy stays in the earth atmosphere system for a longer time. Because ultimately क्या है? Ultimately the rule is whatever comes in will also go out. ये rule है. Now what does climate change get affected by is once energy comes in, it stays for longer time and then goes out. And this stays for longer time results in climate change. आपको यही explain करना था that heat budget is a very smart way of understanding and appreciating the changes in the energy influx and outflux. जैसे कि influx कैसे बढ़ रहा है? Influx increases because of depletion of ozone layer. Influx increases because of earth sun geometry change. Okay, influx increases because of solar flares, because of sunspot cycles. Okay, so it used to be 100, it can become more than 100. Okay, in terms of the average across decades. Albedo is decreasing because oceans are now absorbing more, concrete is absorbing more. Okay, you have got absorptions in the atmosphere because of some pollutants. And what's happening is, in the process, what's happening is, okay, your oceans and the land is retaining more heat. Example of which is because of melting of ice, melting of Arctic region, melting of Antarctic region, because ice ka bahut high albedo hai. So explain in that sense. And outflux is decreasing. Why? Because again, greenhouse gases are more. Okay, because pollutants have increased. Okay. Outflux decreasing because water vapor absorbs more, methane absorbs more, carbon monoxide, which are pollutants, they absorb more. So यही लिखना था आपको. And the answer in saying that climate is a consequence of a system's functioning, where every component must function efficiently. Okay, where every process must be balanced another process. So heat budget as a system, when it gets disrupted, we have got climate change. As of now, we have global warming. In the future, we might even have extensive cooling. So, and the answer towards that theme. So when I say climate change, very important again, don't limit your discussions to global warming alone. एक reference बता देना. In the past or in the future, it's possible that insolation can decrease. It's possible that albedo, okay, because of more clouds can increase. Okay? So when I say climate change, global warming will be a major component, but not to say okay, that global warming is the only aspect of climate change. You can talk about ice age also. So Nitya, wo consequence hai, just one sentence, that we have Arctic amplification, okay, because of melting of ice in the Arctic region. Again, an expression of changing heat budget. Is answer mein, I repeat, 10 mark ka question hai. Don't flood the answer with examples alone. 1 or 2 examples. Don't elaborate heat budget at all. Maybe one diagram will do. And don't limit discussions to global warming alone, but it will be a major part. ठीक है? आपको बताना है with each component how things are changing. And maybe bigger discussion could be on the enhanced greenhouse effect because of more carbon dioxide. More carbon dioxide, absorptions of outgoing radiation energy, उस पे आप 2 लाइन extra लिख सकते हैं. One. Number 2, a good example where the heat budget का disruption दिखता है is urban climate. Urban heat dome is a very good example where all components of the heat budget can be seen. ठीक है? That's your choice. What you want to. Pollution dome नहीं, heat dome. Discussion climate change पे है. So heat dome is a better example than pollution dome. लेकिन these are consequences is not the major part. मुझे समझाना है जो आप जो भी कुछ कह रहे हो, क्या इसको heat budget के form में कह सकते हो कि नहीं? It's not about why climate change is happening. जो regular answer क्या है? Why is climate change happening? Deforestation. Why is climate change happening? Okay, because of ozone depletion. Why is climate change happening? Okay, because of pollution from urban areas. ये question नहीं है. ये question बोल रहा है कि जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, can you relate it with heat budget change or not? To talk in the language of heat budget, insolation, albedo, absorption, sensible heat, direct radiation, okay, atmospheric say transmission, okay, आपको वो language use करना है. The question is not why do we have climate change. The question is explain climate change in the language of the heat budget, not geographer language, heat budget language. This will be your challenge here.